What if I told you that one of the biggest names in the automotive world was built by a bankrupt child? A boy who started with nothing and turned his failure into an empire worth billions. This is the unbelievable true story of Soichiro Honda. And trust me, it's more shocking than you think. Soichiro Honda was born in 1906 in a tiny, poverty-stricken village in Japan. But the shocking truth is, he was destined for failure. As a young boy, he had no advantages, no wealth, no prestigious family, nothing. In fact, he barely even finished school. At just 15, Honda was forced to drop out of school. He was a mechanic, fixing bikes, in a cramped shop with barely any tools. It seemed like his dreams of building something big would never come true. But things would take an even darker turn. In the 1930s, Honda's first business venture failed completely, bankrupt. After pouring everything he had into a military contract that collapsed during the chaos of World War II, Honda lost everything. You might think that was the end of his story. After all, who comes back from total failure? But what happened next will shock you. While Japan was in ruins, Honda saw an opportunity that nobody else did. Instead of giving up, he took a chance on a simple, bizarre idea: a motorized bicycle, something nobody thought would work. In 1948, Honda created the Honda Cub, a tiny, simple motorcycle designed to make transportation affordable for everyday people. But no one thought it would succeed. People called it ugly, impractical, and worthless. Everyone was laughing at him. How could such a small, simple vehicle change the world? But Honda, he wasn't listening. He had a plan. The world didn't see it coming. People started buying the Honda Cub and they loved it. It was affordable, reliable, and within just a few years it became the most popular vehicle in Japan. People were lining up to buy it, and the sales numbers were exploding. But that wasn't the craziest part. In the 1950s, Honda did the unthinkable. He went global. He cracked open the American market where everyone thought Japan was too weak to succeed. And what happened next? In the blink of an eye, Honda's motorcycles were everywhere. They weren't just bikes, they were a cultural phenomenon. People all over the world started to idolize Honda's creations. But here's the mind-blowing twist you didn't see coming. Honda didn't stop there. He took the impossible leap and got into car manufacturing. While most companies were still scrambling, Honda's first cars stunned the world with their ingenuity and performance. The results? Well, you already know them. Honda became one of the most successful automotive companies of all time. From bankrupt failure to global domination. Today, Honda is a multi-billion-dollar brand, creating everything from motorcycles to electric cars. And its engines power some of the most iconic vehicles in the world, including Formula One race cars. But the real shocker? Soichiro Honda did it all without the help of anyone. He didn't have money. He didn't have connections. All he had was a dream and a refusal to quit, no matter what. This is the story of how a bankrupt child, laughed at by the world, built an empire that changed everything. And it all started with failure. You might have counted him out, but Honda's story is a reminder of one truth. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning of something greater.